All right, everybody, welcome to the show. So, for those of you who don't know, I just want to say welcome and let's get this show on the road. Hold on. All right. Hopefully, everybody can hear me clearly because I know sometimes I have a little audio situation and I have yet to have anybody to come on behind the scenes to help me out. So, for those of you who are new to the show, my name is Anthony and I'm the host of the About That Wallet Show, where I try my best to help you build strong financial behaviors. Actually, you know what? I don't try. I actually do because we actually have a lot of fun here on the About That Wallet podcast. And one of the cool things that I want to talk about today is talking about the 5 signs you are financially mature. But before we get there, I do want to bring up that if you're new to the show, I want you to go ahead on and give a like and go ahead on and subscribe because we do have a lot of fun. And then sometimes I actually do bring on random guests in the background that I had sent the link out to so many people. And whenever they decide to join, they join. If not, hey, it is what it is. But please make sure you ring that bell. Let's get right into it because I want to talk about something that's been pretty interesting. So hold on. All right. So in the news, see if I can my music here. Is that recently Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan says nothing will slow US consumer from spending money. Now that's really interesting and very bold of him to say that. But this is actually coming from CNBC. And on CNBC, let me just go down and share my screen here for us a moment so you can actually read what I'm reading to show that I am not, you know, betraying you in any way. Of course, you believe me, a random guy on the internet. So, consumers are in a good shape, not over leverage. Monahan, um, CEO of the Sound biggest U.S. bank by assets by Bloomberg Television from Davos, Switzerland. So he said that the bank's consumers have checking and savings accounts that are still larger than before the pandemic and are spending 10% more so far in May than a year earlier. Period, he said. I'm surprised he would actually say period, but I don't think he said period. Now it says, what's going to slow them down? Nothing right now, Mohan said. So this is really interesting. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit because he says, latest shows here that the Fed has this typically, hold on, let me read this back. Hold on. Because this I want to get this right. Because it says the Fed, this don't even make sense. I think the federal government has this typical, very difficult thing of getting them to slow down without slowing down too much, Monahan said. I believe they are going to be able to manage this flow, but it's going to be tricky. The odds are the following: something like, yes, they can engineer a soft landing, a third of percent chance. Damon told Bloomberg, probably a third of the percent chance they can engineer a mild recession. And then there's a chance that they could be much harder than that. I mean, that this can get much harder than that. Now, the sad thing about it, though, I don't think a lot of people realize that we are actually a lot better off than we were before, considering the way how things are and considering how frequent we actually do shop. It seems like a lot of people are understanding their finances a little bit more because they are taking a closer look at what they're spending. And as you see here, that the Bank of America CEO really, I guess you could say, try to flex muscle because he can actually see what the average consumer has in their bank accounts. Now, I don't know about you, but I think a lot of us could use a little extra cash because I know I can. But in the news, this is something here I want you all to think about, folks, is that there is a way, an actual possibility that we could head into a recession. We could dive directly into, say, I don't know, it could be an inflation. And that we are seeing already, and already previously reported that Americans are spending $327 more than they were just about 2 years ago. And because of inflation, a lot of people are actually spending wisely. They're choosing wisely. And I hope you are choosing wisely as we go through this inflation process. But ultimately, I want you to post something in the comments here. Do you actually feel that you're better off this year than you were last year financially? Because I really I see it, but I'm still trying to believe it for the everyday consumer because a lot of people are doing quite a bit of things that really impact our day-to-day lives. And are people really paying that much attention to what we are doing for our finances and for ourselves? So I want you to kind of mull on that for a moment. But I do have a small segment that I wanted to talk about, which is the main topic here and why all of you are here today, is because I want to talk about the 5 signs you are financially mature. Now, I don't want to give them all out to you right now, so I want you to take a gander at it. Let me know in the comments. What do you think are at least 2 things that make you financially mature? All right, so we got Wolf Origins. I feel that I'm better off because of the reality that COVID presented. It showed us that at any time, your livelihood could be on the line. I really like that. Let me go on and give you a round of applause here because I think that is, where's my applause? There we go. Because this is something that I really think that I'm want to congratulate you on actually learning from what happened just last year. I mean, this is something that we all have to take a moment to understand. Having and following a budget. Yes. Yes. I wonder if I still got my budget calendar over here. I might have put it up somewhere. Yeah, I think I put up my budget calendar. But if you guys haven't had a chance yet, please go on and download the budget calendar that I created. It actually has a nice way that you can actually follow your budget, and it provides words of affirmation and for every month to encourage you to continue to be successful while you going through your budget. I highly recommend it. Uh, it's only, I think I put it on there for like $9.99, so you can go down and download it and print out as many copies as you like. And that's the purpose of it. I did not put a year on it, so you can have infinite amount of time. So for one fee of $10, you have a calendar to start your budget today. Thank you so much, Rayma, for bringing that up, because that is one of the things that we do need to kind of make sure that we have. Is there anything else out there that you guys think would be that makes you financially mature? Before I get into this article, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different this time. Because most of you have been here before, I want you to go down and give me a call. Let me just go down and link up my phone to the device, so you guys can actually give me a call. And the phone number is 833-699-2558. The phones are open. So please give me a call if you want to share what you think, what your thoughts are on being financially mature. I would love to hear what you have to say. All right. So we also have a small emergency savings. It's okay that you have a small emergency savings. The fact is that you actually have one. And yes, Dave Ramsey does say between $500 to $1,000 will cover most emergencies. And that is very important to say, like most emergencies, because one of the things is that we can talk about that a little bit later. But I think that is something to definitely dive into. And Rima, you're firing off. You're on it today. Delayed gratification. That is one of the things that a lot of us um, have a hard time dealing with, especially when it comes to investing. Most of us are investing inside our 401ks. And also, we are investing outside of the 401ks and understanding that it's okay to go ahead on and plan for the long term, because we are here on this earth for a short period of time. But the long term is that we will eventually be there to retire. Um, and most of the time, I know for most people who do retire, you actually are financially free by that time. Hopefully, you actually have your house paid off. You actually have a nice set of at least five legs of income or five streams of income. From some people, it's five different sources. You get all that fun stuff. So, all right. Now, like I said, the phone lines are open if you want to give me a call, just to kind of talk about a couple things. But let's go on and run down this list. So let me see if I can create some quick banners as I write these out, because this is going to be fun. All right. So the first one is educate yourself. Financial literacy. Now, the cool thing about this, I'm actually getting all of this so I can tell you my secrets. I'm actually getting this from a local bank, which is Virginia Bank. And by all means, when it comes to financial literacy, it's one of those things is that a lot of us take advantage of, is that we don't take advantage of enough, is our banks. Our banks actually do provide a lot of information. So please, 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 please make sure that you actually look inside your banks. They do have a lot of links for information about your finances. So, but you're here with me um, on a Wednesday. So, the first thing is educate yourself. Financial literacy. Financially mature people take time to educate themselves about money. They realize money is a tool that they have efficiency with. Unfortunately, public schools aren't preparing students to be financial literate. Set yourself apart by having a basic understanding of your financial areas such as investing, insurance, real estate, retirement, and tax planning. I believe for those of you who've been listening to the show for almost 2.5 years now, that I've talked about investing. I've talked about real estate heavy. I talked about retirement. Had my uncle come on the show to talk about retirement. And I've also talked about tax planning. If you're unfamiliar with your taxes, please, 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 after this show, make sure you listen to season 2, episode 1. I had a tax lady from 718 Tax Services. She provided a lots of information about your taxes and so forth. She's actually planning on coming on the show once she's done the tax season to bring people on. Sorry, to finish up other people's taxes. So then she can go ahead on and move, I guess you could say, come back on the show to start talking about the 2022 taxes to kind of prepare yourself mid season to make sure that you are aligned with your taxes. So, if again, make sure you sign up and subscribe to the show because I do have a lot of recurring people coming on to talk about some of these things that we all have in common and have to deal with. So, let's see. The second thing to make sure that you're financially mature is to pay yourself first, which is save. Um, and one of the things about paying yourself first that they have here is, matter of fact, just put like a number one inside, well, actually, put a number two inside the show notes that you are paying yourself first. I want to see how many people out there are actually paying themselves first. All right, so I'm gonna go down and read what they have here while you guys fill in the comments. So the financially stable realize that spending money for the sake of spending money will not help them get to where they want to be. If you go shopping for fun, you end up buying items you don't need. A hallmark of financial unstable. A hallmark of the financially unstable. Plan ahead for the items you need to purchase. Oh, whoops. I'm skipping steps. Sorry. Let me go back. So paying yourself first, save. Achieving financial stability means having enough in your account to pay cash. It means understanding that a financial crisis, such as losing a job, happens, which we already talked about earlier with the Wolf Origins had mentioned. Anything is possible. Then we also have there are so many things such as retirement or a down payment on a home, and irresponsible spending can be quickly eat away at your savings. Like, you know what? I'm gonna move this so it can stop looking like I'm reading off to the side. I know it's like disrespectful to you guys. So let me see if I can shrink this so I can move it on my laptop so I look like I'm reading at you. All right. Let's see if we can move this up. Come on. Okay. So I got it. So the last sentence here that they have is don't let savings be an option. Set up an account with us today at Fairfax State Savings Bank. See, I like how they threw themselves in there. It's really cool. So the whole point of saving is to save for the emergency fund, which is what Raymond had mentioned earlier, quoting Dave Ramsey. And having that savings will align yourself to be in a much stable position in case there's an emergency. So you can pay yourself that way. But also, as I mentioned before, Angelina from 718 Tax Services said that paying yourself even with your 401k or your retirement, your workers' retirement account, and if you own a business, it's called a SEP, which is I want to say the single employee person. I forgot what SEP stand for. I do apologize, people. But the main thing is, uh, I just want to make sure I give you the right information because what a SEP, a SEP, which is stand for Simplified Employee Pension or SEP plan, which provides business owners with the simplified method to contribute toward an employer's retirement as well as their own retirement savings. And this is directly from the IRS.gov. Now, having that information is amazing because you need to understand that we are living in a space right now where you need to actually do pay yourself first. Um, because if you don't pay yourself first, then nobody else is going to pay you. But I have to say that savings, I really don't get. I actually think that it's really awesome that if you have access to $1,000 or maybe $5,000, and that's the whole purpose of a credit card. Credit cards can technically be your but only for those who are financially responsible. Again, I'm gonna repeat it. This is for people who are financially stable. That you need to make sure that you have um, that you are able to access that money at a short period of time. Let's say within at least I'll say 1 or 2 business days because things can happen, and you can also do a cash out, not a cash out, but you can actually do a balance transfer for your credit cards to your bank account within a matter of 48 hours. It is doable. You just got to find the right card. I did put a link inside the show notes if you want to get a credit card today. All right. So the next one is say no to shopping sprees. Stop going out there shopping just because, hey, it's on sale. It's on sale. Mom, I'm not going to call you out today, but it's okay. Every sale is not your sale. That's what they should call it. How many of you out there actually go on shopping sprees? Let's put a number. Let's put a number 3 on that one. Put number 3 if you go out there on shopping sprees. As you put it in your comments, the financial stable realize that spending money for the sake of spending money will not help them get to where they want to be. If you go shopping for fun, you end up buying items you don't need. A hallmark of the financially unstable. Plan ahead for the items you need to purchase. So if you're out there just willy nilly buying stuff because they say, hey, it's on sale, it's on sale, I gotta have the sale, the bag's on sale. No, you don't need it. Every sale is not your sale. If you save $500 on an item that you really want, then maybe it's a sale. But if it's something like if it's something that you've been eyeing for more than 3 months and you're like, you know what? Hey, it's on sale now. I'm gonna get it. Hey, that's fine. But just because it has a sale doesn't mean you need to get the sale. Sorry, Bob, but you know, all right, somebody has to get started drinking. I know I got 6 minutes, Carla. Carla, join me in the background. Because I think you guys are getting ready for this drink segment in 5 minutes. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I got two more to go. Use credit as an investment. They don't use credit as a fallback when you cannot afford to pay a bill. They only have a couple of cards and pay them in full at the end of each month. They always pay their bill on time and reap the rewards as they come to use. Again, this comes strictly for those who are into making sure that their finances are in a good standing. These are for the people who are financially comfortable and know how to, as you can say, financially responsible, credit card responsibility, and that you're not out there just swiping just to be swiping and be like, oh, well, I can pay the minimum and that's all I'm gonna live with is just a minimum. No, these credit cards companies will give you so much money. I've been on flights, I've been on hotels, I've had free trips to Chicago just because I went on a weekend. Um, and it was amazing because I was able to use my credit card the whole time just to make it happen. All right. And lastly, hold up. Matter of fact, let's put number four inside the comments. If you are one of those people who have taken advantage of your credit cards, like what have you utilized? What have you, I guess you could say, purchased with your credit cards? That would actually pretty cool. I know I asked for so many directions right now, but okay. Well, while y'all put that in, I know it does take a moment for the comments to display. I think it's like 30 seconds or so. Some ridiculous long time. All right. So the next one, the very last one, which is number five, which is I need to get a drum roll thing on here, but maybe next time. Know your numbers. That is the last one. So let's see. Let's see if I can show it on here. So know your numbers. Knowing your numbers is number five. A financially mature person has a budget. That's what Raymond was talking about earlier. So a financially mature person has a budget no matter if they have a lot or a little money. They know what's in their account, what they owe, what they earn, what they spend, and what they have invested. Let me say that again. They know what's in their account, what they owe, what they earn, what they spend, and what they have invested. If you cannot answer all of those, then you have to keep going. No problem.
Hi.
All right, just give me a few moments here. I'm gonna go down and knock this last question out.
I'll take your time.
All right, I'm gonna kick you out real quick. Bloop. They want themselves in the environments. They put themselves in environments that encourage them to keep their budget. They also review their budget monthly. So if they are what monthly to see if there is any fat to be trimmed. I'm not even sure that sounds right. There is a realization of differences between spending less and saving. Even if they are spending less, if their savings aren't increasing, they aren't gained. They haven't gained anything. So the most important idea is to realize that you're financially mature is up to you. If you need help navigating the process, reach out to your local bank and you can get everything rolling. So, ready to go? Put a for those of you who are ready to for drinks, I know that's why most of y'all are on right now. Please put yes in the comments if y'all ready for drinks, or put drinks in the comments. Hashtag drinks. Hashtag wine. National Wine Day. Hashtag wine. Some drinks. Whatever y'all want to put in there. Somebody just throw something out there. You ready, Carla? All right. Well, while Carla's in the background going, y'all know what time it is. So it is 8:30. Let's go. All right. So, Carla. So, Carla, what do you make?
Can you hear me, Anthony? Because your sound is low.
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm going in. I got my guinea pig over here, my sidekick.
You got the sidekick?
Yeah.
All right, I turned on my black. Hey, there you go.
I'm going to do a margarita, my style margarita, which has the skinny margarita, this one, skinny girl margarita mix. I'm using that. I'm going in with some Grand Marnier. And can you open that for me? I'm going to go in with some tequila. This is the one by the rock, right? Yeah.
All right, so we got
Tequila.
Jamal said anything is possible tonight.
Come on. All the comments, I can see comments.
My mom said she see you.
We're going with some triple sec.
Raymond said, OMG, Mad Dog 2020.
Show them what else we got, babe. Show them what else we got. Because that's how we do.
You got showed up to the camera.
You got to hold up to the camera.
Boom farm.
Boom farm.
Because we about that wallet.
Hey.
All Irish Road. Yeah.
Gosh, take it.
And if you really want to get funky,
Yeah.
like Flame Moonshine.
What percentage is that? 200?
64% alcohol. It also acts as a nail polish remover.
I didn't taste it first, so I don't know how it's going to taste.
See if I can. There you go. Get a little zoom in right there. So I zoomed in on you. All right, I'll chill with you guys. Salute. All right, so we drinking today because it is actually National Wine Day. So I'm having wine. I know you guys have margarita.
This is good, y'all. This is good for real. Got stuff on back.
All right, let's run it back right now. Yeah, turn on the button. What is that? Just run it back one more time.
Run back, what back?
What you put in your drink?
Oh, what I put in my drink? I put Grand Marnier. I put some triple sec. I use tequila. This is what is it?
Terramana.
Small batch. What is it? Is that Reposado Blanco?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Skinny Girl Margarita mix. And salt. I like a salt rim, so I don't have a lime today. I'm sorry. I don't have a lime.
So do you like lick the rim first and then drink, or you drink and then lick?
Normally I do, but since I'm on cam and my husband's around, I'm not gonna be doing it.
Go ahead, lick it. Go ahead, lick it, girl.
You so nasty.
Go ahead, lick it. Ain't nobody tripping. Do that again.
Can't take him nowhere. Can dress him up. Can't take him nowhere.
You like Sasha shit.
Oh man. So what are y'all drinking out there? What are y'all drinking tonight? Because we got
Natural Hennessy Day.
is it
Not national, but natural Hennessy.
ain't nobody drinking.
You know what? I gotta get some Hennessy over here. The Hennessy margaritas are good. I don't like Hennessy normally because I think it put hair on your nipples.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's all right though, because Sunday I'm gonna find a 40 ounce.
40 ounce OE.
OE. It's gonna be OE or Coke 45. It's gonna be one of the two.
all right. So what everybody drinking out there? We got to hear what's happening. So we got Hennessy. We know. Rayma, do you still have that that sparkling water? I'm not gonna mess with you on these ones.
I got on a hat because the rest of my hair didn't come in from Amazon.
Oh. Jesus.
All right. So somebody did let me know that my mic was.
Yeah.
Favorite wine? The next one.
Oh,
The next one.
my favorite wine actually is I would say Cooper and Thief.
Yeah, it's a red wine blend that's that they kept it in with cognac bottles.
No, it's bourbon barrels.
Bourbon barrels. Those are cognac bottles.
Bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
It's called Cooper and Thief, and it's very good.
I heard of it.
Yes, it's good.
It's true.
And don't sleep on it because it will knock your socks off.
Oh yeah.
Hey Rayma. Hey Jamal. Hey Mom Devonna.
Yep. Seemed like everybody's in it. We had a new person in here called Wolf Origins. I was like, oh.
Hey Wolf Origins.
So one of the cool things about, I know nobody really likes, you know what? I'm drinking wine. How about that? It ain't that greatest, but.
What is that? Is that nasty wine you still sipping on from last week?
I gotta finish it because.
See that, you know what? That's faithful. That's when you really about your wallet, when you just refuse to let liquor go to waste.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DJ Kong.
Well, we got DJ Kong in the house. Hey,
Stokes.
my cousin made it. Woo!
Hey guys.
DJ. What up, man? There's so many people on here. This is really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a since everybody's on.
Edwin is here. They're gonna just I thought I was about to say disciple, but he said discipline.
Oh.
We got this. We got it. Hold on.
Hey Eddie.
I'm so late with it, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Emotional, damn it.
Ow.
NOG.
One of the cool things is that because it is International Wine Day, I do want to say that there is no origin for International Wine Day.
You might want to take that off. Maybe I don't know what it is.
Your mic was
crackling.
It was staticky.
Is it better now?
No, it's still-
Remember last time you said you were checking the wire, the cord was
Right.
the wire was.
Okay, is that better? I don't even hear myself in my headset. Let me.
Can you turn up the mic gain just a little bit?
Yeah, I have it all the way up.
Yeah, it sounds like it's got a compressor on it, like it's attenuating right when you stop.
Okay, let me see. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's good right there. Yeah.
What it was is that the input, I had the input up high. That's what happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you might have to change the flux capacitor.
Yeah.
You know that was on Back to the Future. Don't believe him. Don't be looking for no flux capacitor.
I wasn't looking for one. I'm looking at my notes here, talking about the wine day. So, for people who didn't know, get back to my music here. Where is it?
I mean, I can always sing if your music don't work.
No, I got it. So this is for the wine day. You know what I'm saying? I had to download some music because D3 said that I have some good beats. So I actually had to download a good beat.
Now, your one drink song sounds like Benny Hill.
Man, I got some beats for you. I'll let you play around with a couple of them.
All right.
Yeah, I'll send them to you.
He said the wine looks depressing.
It really does look depressing.
You know what?
But you have a mule back there, right?
Oh yeah. I need to get some more mule vodka and some more some ginger as well. So he said change up that drink. Look, I don't have my vodka, and I need to go back shopping to get the what's the name of that vodka?
You need to go on tour and come here. Fly out to Hughesville.
We don't have no street lights out here, so you better bring a flashlight.
That's right.
All right. I'll just put my cell phone on. So back to this whole wine thing. It started in 2009. They talk about the red, pink, greens, whites, and blue grapes were used by the Egyptians to prepare the drink. Palm, dates, figs, and pomegranates were often added to the mix too. So the taste was completely different from what we know. Using different fruit can make wine is similar to how we prepare using grapes, except that sugar is also added to the fermenting process. So that's pretty cool for those of you who didn't know. So
that's what we need to get. We need to get some Alizé.
Yeah,
Alizé.
Get some Alizé and some Hypnotic.
I'm getting my uncle to look for some Thunderbird.
Night Train too.
Y'all trying to put like all these look like
we about that wallet, baby.
Right.
You know that Mad Dog was only $4.99.
Are you serious?
I am dead ass.
It's like what 1999 prices?
$4.99. I got it in Delmar, Delaware, and it was no tax.
Wow.
Yeah, appreciate that, Wolf Origins. Thank you.
Yeah, Wolf Origins.
Oh, thank you. We're still under construction, though.
Yeah.
Actually,
we're working on it.
We're working on it. We're like 30% in, 40% in.
Yeah, my wife says she's a really good decorator. So.
Yeah, 40%. I can only imagine what you're gonna have at 100%.
Oh yeah. We're his whole man cave is under construction right now. Thank you.
Yeah, we might have to show that backlight on that backlight feature with the cell phone in the background.
Yeah, like the good times picture in the back too. So
nice. All right, so I know usually around this time, like I did say, anybody can give me a call if y'all are willing to give me a call. Again, the phone number is 833-699-2558. And
you need to take a shot, Shorty. Emotional damage for real. Because that is not it. That is not it. You can't be.
You should know, damn it.
And then plus we know the wine is nasty, so yeah. He's drinking it like it's good.
I'm trying here, okay? You know what I'm saying? So all right. So I have if anybody ready for pod decks, y'all ready for pod decks?
Mm-hmm.
I got one question, and it's a really good question. It's the first thing that popped up.
Okay.
So let's hold tight.
This episode is powered by Pod Decks. Pod Decks are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Pod Decks. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddecks.com and type in coupon code. What's the code? Yes, that's the code. Check out poddecks.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
You know what? I am not even impressed. Oh my goodness.
Strategically placed. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So anyway, we'll talk about this one is regarding. I think it's actually the philosophy deck, so I need to edit that. Now, one of the questions I clicked on it, and it says, "Do guns protect people or kill people?"
Neither.
Neither,
Because guns don't do anything by themselves.
exactly.
An attitude has to be added to it. An attitude has to be added to it, and whatever that attitude is, that's what the gun is going to act upon.
Exactly.
Right. So it's more like a tool then.
Exactly.
That's what they call it, a tool. Yeah.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh.
And the crazy thing about it is, to me, I feel that I might feel like some other people might not feel, but to me, I think guns are necessary to a certain extent. The problem is the right people getting access to them.
Cars don't kill people either, really. It's the people that.
I mean, I talked to Tesla because I've been seeing some videos of them like just running into buildings.
Yeah, they also had Teslas that was actually detecting. They were by graveyards and was detecting spirits there too, and people wasn't in front of it. So, right. Hey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and what Origins mentioned, like, you know, it depends on the person holding the gun, which is
absolutely, yeah.
Talking about. And is it and that's one of the things. Is like, does having a weapon make you feel more empowered to do something?
I don't know, but Raymond got a Glock and an Audi.
It does for a lot of people. You got a lot of people out there that are cowards until they actually have a weapon. Mm-hmm. So, think about it. If everybody had a weapon, you know how many shootings and stuff like that would happen just in traffic? People can't handle stress.
Some people can't handle stress.
It's easier to lash out at somebody else instead of checking yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those things that since it's a big thing inside the news right now, and just when does it become more than mental health? The actual person just taking it out of their own volition of, you know, own responsibility of just doing it.
Well, my opinion is, I think the only way you can determine whether it's mental health or not is by, I would think, a trial of their peers. Because you think about it, you got people that are in Florida that claim stand your ground, but they're the ones that initiated the conflict. That's not standing your ground. So what's stopping somebody from taking a gun and doing whatever and then claiming that they have a mental health issue? No, that has to be judged by a jury of 12.
Not just for the individual.
I mean, I mean as far as the individual saying that? I mean,
yeah, the individual saying, "Oh, I had mental health issues growing up and all this fun stuff."
Everybody has some type of PTSD one way or another.
Everybody has mental health issues, whether or not they want to admit it.
But
they have like some sort of, I mean, if you go by the mental health standard, of course, you know, there's a lot of trauma that's happened in like the Black community. You don't see us going around doing no mass shootings. Well, except for that guy, what's his name? Muhammad. What's his name? But yeah, the DC sniper. That was weird. That was weird because I know I went to work confident knowing that it wasn't no Black man.
I got family members. I got family members that actually live in Manassas where they actually saw somebody get. They didn't see him, but somebody got shot at the gas station in Manassas, Virginia. And yeah, Candy pointed it out. She's like, "That's the one where the dude shot it. The DC sniper shot somebody. Rode right past it, and it's business as usual."
Yeah, but it's normally not. It's normally not us.
It don't matter if it's us or not.
Yeah, I mean,
but at the same time, whether it's us or not, I just don't like the fact that you got little kids that had absolutely nothing to do with nothing. And they're
gonna bring out some stupid shit like he was bullied, By who? He wasn't bullied by no 10-year-olds.
He definitely wasn't bullied by the person that sold him those guns either.
Exactly.
So I have a problem with that. Where are all these quote unquote gun sellers coming from? But I know that you can also get a lot of stuff that you can't get on the regular internet. You can get on the dark web. So it's layers to it. There's so many different layers to it. You got people that can't even pass regular mental health evaluations, but they still have access to whether it's drugs, guns, all types of stuff. So I mean, and what do you do about somebody that just happened to be under the influence and make a bad decision? That's
Right.
not a mental health issue. That's a bad choice all the way around.
Right.
So what do you do? There's layers to it.
And then they were saying that he was poor, and like that's supposed to have something to do with it. I mean, shit, I was poor too.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we still poor. But I'm just saying, because you're poor, like really. But if he was poor, he said he was teased about his clothes or whatever. I mean, if you were, why would you buy a gun?
That's bullshit. And
Right,
I said it because if you're 18,
yeah.
you should have you cut grass. It's a lot of grass out there.
Well, one of his managers from Wendy's was saying that he was quiet or whatever. He quit after like a month or whatever.
Okay, so he can't claim poor. He chose not to make money. That's a choice. That's not being poor because you had no other circumstance. No, you chose that lifestyle. So don't sit there and try to use that as a crutch.
I ain't gonna lie, like for real, when I look back at how I grew up and the things that happened to me when I grew up, I'm not shooting nobody, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in my life and a lot of things that I could share on a journey that I could write a book, but I'm not out here shooting nobody.
But then at the same time, the way you think about it, growing up in our age bracket, we got bullied a lot in the cafeteria and made out. And you know how many times I got called a African booty scratcher growing up, bruh.
Tar baby.
Yes, everything. Big nose. They call me everything. But
it was us that did it. You know,
right? Yeah. But I was called nose when I was growing up.
Me too.
I was growing up.
Yeah, and I was too quote unquote dark. I wasn't light skinned with quote unquote good hair, so I was catching hell anyway. But I wasn't going out there shooting folks. I just learned how to crack on them back. I just went personal with it.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go with me in the dozens because I'm gonna win.
Oh, it's on. It's on. Petty before petty was a word.
And that's why I married him.
You don't want to fight me at 3:00 by the flagpole. I'm saying something that's gonna hurt your feelings. No excuses, no mercy, no. Oh, bruh. Let me find out. Oh, I'm trying to take your soul.
and that's one of the things is that a lot of people do underestimate just the power of words, and then behind the actions because they can't handle taking those words, and then it becomes. I don't want to get too deep into it. Is because when people talk about these different slurs and all fun stuff like that, I won't say fun stuff, but I mean in the grand scheme of things being said, it depends on how the person that's receiving it react on it, and obviously if somebody being belligerent about it and then they retaliate, then it's like, well, I was just saying some stuff. Like, sorry, you're on camera in their face and they told you to get away. It's like, and then you upset that you got popped in the face.
Like, people don't believe in consequences. You got consequences, good or bad, but people don't believe it. But then all of a sudden they think they're privileged enough not to have to go through those consequences. People think they can say and do whatever, but then try to claim being a victim when somebody retaliates. You can't complain about the way somebody retaliates when you do something. I mean, you started it. I mean, whatever happens after that. But you can't play the victim if you don't think there's going to be consequences to anything that you do. I bet you when dude woke up and decided to shoot his grandmother and then go to school, shoot some kids, I bet you he's thinking, oh man, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. Right. Okay. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, but take everything that comes along with it, along with those hot ones that you had to take.
I agree. Strive to be undefendable. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And just wanted to go back to what Wolf Origins was saying is I mean, maybe you can actually put your name in the comments so I can start calling you Wolf.
I mean, Wolf. I'm like, first off, when I read that, I'm like, is he trying to like get us to go on Mary Kay with him or something?
Oh, right. Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
Wolf is telling the truth, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's like nowadays, like how you mentioned, was just cutting the grass. I actually had like a little thing inside my mailer that said, "Hey, we cut grass," because I guess I let my grass get a little high. Like, yo, just I had the little flyer in there. I'm like,
you got the Baltimore Amazon.
pretty
Why? Just hire landscapers. He's coming tomorrow.
Man, buy you a goat, man.
A goat.
Oh, I still wanted a coat. But I'll get a lot of kids though. So, the kid goats are. I mean, baby goats are called kids.
Oh, I thought they were the kids. Was
Yeah, you should name them Curry.
Curry. You know what? I'm getting called a starter. Don't get called a starter. I don't even say the word. But anyway, I want to get carried away. So anyway, but there's so much money out there today. It's like you can either create your own app, you can sit around and just be on YouTube. You can either get your own subscribers. You can go ahead on and be a reseller. Just like a lot of the resellers that were on the show today, even Rural Squirrel, when she was popped in for a little bit from the West Coast.
Rural Squirrel, I remember her.
Yeah, she's actually a big reseller.
Yeah.
I would say she's doing about roughly, I don't want to put her numbers out there, but I think she's doing pretty much in six figures easy. By July, she's hitting six figures just on reselling like stuff from the thrift store. So it's like, and on top of that, she has a YouTube following, so she's doing all this extra stuff, and it's like,
I'm gonna have to look her up for real.
Yeah, her stuff is really cool.
I need to learn how to thrift. I want to thrift and stuff like that.
It's and then I'll have the guy come back on. I did an episode about that, about getting into thrifting and stuff like that. I can't remember the episode off the top of my head. But he talked about it. But again, it just goes back to if somebody's saying you're poor or whatever, you can just go tell them that yourself. And I'm doing my own thing and I'm following my own trajectory, staying in my own lane. Because, like I said, it's just way too much money out here. And Kyle, thanks for sharing.
Yep.
So I'll know for next time.
What Kyle? Where's Kyle? What happened with Kyle?
Kyle is Wolf Origins.
Oh, Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Yeah. Origins.
And yeah, my mom always say, "Go to time, go to all time."
We gotta lay off them sales, Devonna. Miss Devonna.
She just sell the drinks or whatever. She getting extra vodka in there.
I usually shop. I'll shop on holidays, but it's something specific. It's not like I don't do shopping sprees. This is something specific that I'll need that I'm looking for or whatever.
Okay. Well, I got one thing that I want everybody to listen to. I'm actually working on a nice intro. So I got a guy who's actually doing a intro for me. So I want you to listen to it and let me know which one you think. So I'm gonna listen to. He got 6 different intros for me.
Okay.
So to vote, yeah, he did it all himself. So
you said, Mr. Orchard, you're nasty. That's cute. That's cute.
All right, let's go. First one.
If you want financial advice, concepts, strategies, if you want to build strong financial behaviors, then you want the About That Wallet show with Anthony Weaver. Feed your financial hunger now so you can feed yourself lobster later. Start now and live the life you've always dreamed of. Here's your host, Anthony Moneyman Weaver.
So that's number 1.
Have you or a loved one?
Mesothelioma.
You shall be compensated for talcum powder usage. You put it all on my neck region.
Remember that? You used to see it. Oh man, I remember this lady used to watch it. She used to powder all up on her neck.
When they start sweating, they start turning into little balls. Like,
when the big booty girls would go to the bathroom and leave like the powder residue on the floor.
Like, you dropped dumplings.
All right, let's listen to number 2. Number 2.
Even the best and the brightest this world has to offer have coaches and mentors. Build strong money-making behaviors by applying financial concepts and strategies with Anthony Weaver on the About That Wallet Show. It's time to get off the bench and get in the game. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
That one so
I like
far,
that.
yeah.
I like that
one so far.
All right. So let's go with
But it's always I know, Mom. I know. I trust me. I know. I completely feel you.
No, my rationale is even though it's discounted 30%, you still got to pay 100% of that 70%.
See, thank you. That's what I've been trying to say. It's 100% out of your pocket.
Boom, 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 boom.
See, y'all are great. I like y'all make your own sounds. All right, number 3.
Welcome to the About That Wallet Show, where building strong financial concepts, strategies, and behaviors has never been so easy to comprehend. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
Short and sweet.
See, that would sound like a game show. Like, I mean, the enthusiasm was serious. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about using that for like the live shows and just pop that in there, right?
Yeah. So, but I still think the second one is still leading so far.
All right, what everybody else think in the comments? Say 1, 2. I got up to 6, so you guys let me know.
I'm on 2 so far.
Yeah.
If you want to challenge the financial status quo by learning new strategies, behaviors, and concepts, where learning and application go hand in hand, then the About That Wallet Show is your ticket to live the life you've always dreamed of. Here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
Yeah, come on down. You're the next contestant. Yeah. I like 2 so far. I like it 2.
All right, so number 2 seems to be rolling right now. Let's go with number 5.
In a world where financial advice is as blurry as a wild night of cheap Jell-O shots, clear your head and your monetary halitosis with the Wallet Show, hosted by Anthony Weaver. Leave those Jell-O shots for the amateurs and learn to indulge in the top shelf bottles, baby. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
That sounds like a movie trailer.
Right.
Only in theaters.
I feel like that should have been my introduction to making drinks.
In a world.
I might cut it. Just say.
In a world.
Galaxy far, far away.
In a world.
All right. Number 6. This is the last one. This is the last one.
When you're ready to stop dreaming about that Ferrari and actually own it, tune in to the About That Wallet Show. Learn sound financial concepts, behaviors, and applications, and make that dream car a reality. Why? Because you're worthy of the best. Here's your host, the exotic, Anthony Weaver.
I'm so
The
I
exotic.
am not here for the exotic.
Touch my body.
touch my body. Young man would say.
Don't love me like you do.
Yeah, a couple of them was funny. I mean, but you can switch it up from time to time.
Yeah,
too.
every now and then. Yeah. So far, to me, 2 and 5. Yeah, those stand out.
And depending on your audience too, because I feel like the audience that you have right now, we can take all of those.
I can take all of it. Just be random. I just throw them in there randomly.
Yeah, but then you do the funny ones after a couple drinks. After the then you can play the In a World.
I'm so mad that he has the sound down pat.
I know, right? How does he know this?
Going out the gate. I can make it on that one. Go for it. Go for it. What's the catch? What's the catch?
All right, dude. then what? What cut into this?
In a world where financial advice is as blurry as a wild night of cheap Jello shots,
I've been
in
drinking.
your head and your monetary halitosis with the About That Wallet Show, hosted by Anthony Weaver. Leave those Jello shots for the amateurs and learn to indulge in the top shelf bottles, baby. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
Like that's good stuff though, Anthony, for real. Like I feel like if more people would listen, to your financial advice, they would get somewhere. I mean, at least it would make them think. You know what I mean?
That's all you really want to do.
Yeah,
You want to be able to start a conversation, whether they listen to you or not.
Right.
Just start that conversation and you just plant a seed. That's all you really can do.
It's so important, especially for us. It's very important.
Plant the seed.
She said I'm choking.
I'll get some water. Pat your back. So please don't choke. Yeah, that's funny. So I actually have my Uncle Randy in here. It was actually pretty cool.
Uncle Randy. Hey, Uncle Randy.
He was on the show a while ago. I need to find out his video because I do want to release that episode. It was really good.
What was it about?
It was just about life. Just growing up and how your life could take you so many different ways and how we all can actually meet in the middle somewhere. And it's kind of cool to kind of see the history behind how all of us come with so many different backgrounds and then wind up in the same spot. And then he also talked about what he's doing for his children, which is my niece. She's actually on here too.
Oh, hey, Niecy.
Yeah. So my niece.
Oh.
So to have them, and then also.
Sorry, we've been bad mouthing, huh?
Oh no, y'all good. So it just having them just kind of talk about like how to, and also what he planned to leave for his legacy for his children. So we actually did talk about all that on the show.
That's awesome.
Take it back up, but yeah, it was in my early season, so it was like season 1. I have to look at what the direct episode is, but it was actually pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah, so we're a little bit over. Everybody, I want to thank you all for coming on to the show.
In a world.
By all means, please make sure y'all like, subscribe to the show because I need to make sure that I hit all my numbers. And I have to say that I'm up to I'm so close to 160 followers. I have to say thank you so much for everybody that's been following the show and subscribing to the show because it really does mean a lot. Actually, I'm looking at the numbers right now. I'm at 159 subscribers.
Yep.
Awesome.
Like, subscribe, please,
So
share.
close.
Please share. In a world where you can share.
You need to be sending this to your cousins.
Right. Yeah, I need. Yeah, I do need to talk to them. Be like, yo, where my extra?
You got to request.
Hey, I'm up to 160. I'm up to 160.
There you go.
Hey, let's see. What got some music?
That's a tip for being exotic.
Right.
That's right. Exotic Anthony.
Exotic with an E.
We'll call him the exotic.
Exotic with an E.
On Highway 54, we have to call you Exotic Coach Anthony.
Exotic coach.
Exotic coach. In a world.
In the world. Right. I gotta see. Get him to come on the show. So.
Oh, you sound like you're talking out of a bag. I told you to come get this mic over here.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come see y'all tomorrow. Wait, no, not tomorrow. Maybe Saturday. To get ready for Sunday's episode.
Terrible. Turble. Terrible.
All right. You know what? I'm signing off.
There we go. Ooh.
You know, is it too loud?
It's like it was a lot of static.
Yeah.
All right. How about now?
It's kind of the same way. It sounds like a little bit of you got a little bit of white noise in the background, a little bit too.
And white noise isn't good. They be talking about blacks, but white noise ain't good.
All right, y'all good now?
That's better, yeah. Right
Okay.
there.
I just turned down the volume on the other things. Maybe I just get too excited. I need a new mic. Yes.
First of all, we offered him a new mic just to let you guys
A
know.
nice one. Too.
We offered him a new mic.
Nice one that I got on sale.
All right, I'll be up there. I'll be over there to pick up the mic. So, all right, everybody. It's a little.
Sound like somebody fight.
All right.
That sounds like somebody fighting. So we'll see you next time on Out That Wall.
Exotic.
Y'all can't hear him like that.
In a world where
Bye, guys.